Hello and welcome to Chat Time. Start speaking English. If you enjoy learning English through real conversations, this podcast is for you.
Hello and welcome back to English Chat Time. I'm Ellen.
And I'm Peter.
We help you practice real, everyday English.
Today we have a very fun topic.
YouTube understands that this channel is helpful and relevant.
Thank you for being here. Relax, enjoy the conversation, and let's start speaking English together.
Hello, everyone, and welcome back to Chat Time.
Hi, we're really happy you're here with us today.
This channel is for adults who want to speak real English for real life.
English you can use in real conversations.
Calm English, clear English, no pressure.
Before we start today's lesson, please like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who's learning English.
When you do that, YouTube understands this content is helpful.
And it helps us continue creating lessons for adults.
Thank you for being here.
All right, let's begin.
Today's topic is very practical.
Yes, very real.
Today, we will talk about how to invite someone out, how to answer invitations, how to ask the right questions, and how to have a good conversation on a date.
All in easy English.
And all with a mature, respectful tone.
This lesson is especially for adults 40 to 54 years old.
Peter, why do you think inviting someone out feels harder after 40?
Because people don't want to waste time.
Yes.
They also don't want to look immature.
Or desperate.
And many people have past experiences.
Good ones.
And painful ones.
That makes people more careful. Important message for the listener.
If you feel nervous about inviting someone out,
That's normal.
if you feel unsure about what to say,
That's normal too.
you don't need perfect English.
You need honest, simple English. Part 1. How to invite someone out the right way.
Let's start with the invitation.
This is the first step.
And for many people, the hardest step.
Golden rule is simple.
Keep it simple,
Keep it respectful.
no pressure.
No big promises. Good invitation structure. Very easy.
A good invitation has 3 parts.
Part 1, something positive.
Part 2, the invitation.
Part 3, choice.
Part 1, say something positive.
For example,
I enjoy talking to you.
I like our conversations.
I feel comfortable when we talk.
Part 2, the invitation.
Then invite.
Very simply.
Would you like to have coffee sometime?
Would you like to meet in person one day?
Part 3, give choice.
Always give space.
Never force.
That's okay if not.
No pressure.
Complete invitation examples. Copy and use.
Let's put everything together.
Here are full examples.
I enjoy talking to you. Would you like to have coffee sometime? No pressure.
I like our conversations. Would you like to meet in person one day?
I feel comfortable with you. Would you like to go for a walk or coffee?
Why these invitations work.
They are calm.
They are honest.
They respect the other person's time.
They don't create fear.
What to avoid when inviting.
Now let's talk about what to avoid.
Very important.
Avoid dramatic language.
Avoid pressure.
Avoid talking about the future.
For example, don't say,
I think you're the one.
too much too soon.
Part 2. How to answer an invitation.
Now let's talk about answering, because answers matter too.
When you want to say yes.
Simple answers are best.
For example,
Yes, I'd like that.
that sounds nice.
I'd enjoy that.
When you are not sure yet.
You can still be kind and honest.
I appreciate the invitation. I need some time.
Thank you for asking. I'm not ready right now.
When you want to say no, respectfully.
Saying no does not mean being rude.
It means being clear.
I appreciate the invitation, but I'm not interested.
Thank you for asking. I don't feel the same way.
Part 3, asking the right questions before the date,
Before meeting, questions are important.
but not heavy questions.
Conversation, not interrogation.
Good questions, safe and adult.
Here are good questions to ask.
These help connection.
What do you enjoy doing in your free time?
What does a good weekend look like for you?
What are you looking for at this stage of life?
Why these questions work.
They're open.
They invite sharing.
They show maturity.
Questions to avoid early.
Some questions are too much early.
For example, how much money do you make?
Why did your last relationship end?
Do you want to get married soon?
Too heavy.
Part 4, the date. How to have a good conversation.
Now the date happens.
Many people feel nervous,
They fear silence.
but silence is okay.
Golden rule on the date.
Listen more than you talk.
Good conversation is not performance.
It's presence.
Simple conversation starters on the date.
Here are easy starters.
Very natural.
I'm glad we could meet.
How was your day today?
This place is nice. Have you been here before?
How to show interest without pressure.
You can say, I like how you explain things.
I enjoy listening to you.
You make this conversation easy.
If the conversation slows down,
If there's a pause, don't panic.
you can ask, what do you enjoy learning these days?
What helps you relax?
Real-life dialogue on the date.
Okay,
I'm really enjoying this conversation.
me too. I feel comfortable.
I like how calm this feels.
Yes, it feels natural.
Body language and tone.
Words are important.
But tone is important too.
Smile.
Relax your shoulders.
Make eye contact.
This creates connection.
Mini review. End of part 1.
Let's review today.
We learned how to invite someone out politely,
How to respond to invitations.
how to ask the right questions.
How to have a calm, good conversation.
In part 2, we will talk about what to say after the date,
How to ask for a second meeting.
how to continue the conversation.
How to express interest again.
Don't forget to like, subscribe, and come back for part 2.
Your English matters.
And your connections matter.
Both.
See you soon. Bye.
Bye. Welcome back, everyone.
This is part 2 of our lesson about invitations and conversations.
In part 1, we talked about inviting someone out, answering invitations, asking the right questions, having a good conversation on the date.
Today, we continue the journey.
Today, we talk about after the date.
What to say, how to continue, how to build connection calmly.
Why after the date is the hardest part. Peter, many adults say the date itself is okay.
Yes, but after the date.
Fear comes back.
Fear of sending the wrong message.
Fear of sounding too interested.
Or not interested enough.
Important message for the listener. If you feel confused after a date,
That's normal.
if you don't know what to say,
You're not alone.
today we'll help you with simple English.
Part 1. What to say after the date. First message.
Let's start with the first message after the date.
This message is very important.
But it doesn't need to be long.
Simple is better.
Golden rule. Acknowledge plus appreciate.
A good first message has 2 parts.
First, acknowledge the meeting.
Second, show appreciation.
Simple first message examples.
Here are examples you can copy.
Very natural. I enjoyed meeting you today. Thank you for your time.
I had a nice time talking with you.
It was great meeting you. I enjoyed our conversation.
Why these messages work.
They are respectful.
They don't pressure.
They show maturity.
Avoid heavy emotions.
Avoid big expectations. For example, don't say,
I can't stop thinking about you.
too intense for the first message.
Part 2. How to express interest calmly.
Now, what if you want to see the person again,
You can say that.
but calmly?
Sentences to express interest, adult and safe.
Here are good examples.
Simple and clear.
I'd like to see you again.
I'd enjoy meeting again.
I feel comfortable with you and would like to continue.
Why calm interest is attractive.
Calm interest feels safe,
It shows confidence.
not neediness.
Part 3. asking for a second meeting.
Now let's invite again.
Second meeting invitation.
This is very similar to the first.
Second meeting invitation examples.
You can say,
Would you like to meet again sometime?
would you like to continue our conversation over coffee?
Would you like to go for a walk again this week?
Adding flexibility, very important.
This reduces pressure,
For example,
if that works for you.
no rush.
Part 4. How to respond after the date.
Now let's talk about responses.
Both yes and no.
Responding yes. If you want to continue, say, yes, I'd like that.
That sounds good to me.
I'd enjoy meeting again.
Responding not yet. If you're unsure,
I need a little time to think.
can we talk about this later? These are respectful answers.
Responding no with kindness.
Sometimes the answer is no, and that's okay.
You can say, thank you for the time we spent together, but I don't feel a connection.
I appreciate meeting you, but I don't want to continue. Part 5. Keeping the conversation going between dates.
Now let's talk about messages between dates.
Many people overthink this.
But again, simple is best.
What to talk about between dates?
You can talk about the date itself,
Something you mentioned.
something light.
Message examples between dates.
I was thinking about what you said about travel.
I enjoyed our talk about hobbies.
That place we went to was really nice.
How often to message?
Peter, how often should people message?
There is no rule.
But balance is important,
Not too much.
not too little.
Sentences to create balance.
You can say,
I don't want to interrupt your day.
I hope you're having a good day.
These feel polite. Part 6. How to have better conversations on the next dates.
Now let's talk about the next meetings.
How to deepen conversation.
Deeper questions, still simple.
Here are examples.
Good for adults.
What makes you feel happy these days?
What do you value most in life?
What does a healthy relationship mean to you?
Why these questions work?
They show depth.
They invite reflection.
They don't invade. Part 7. Talking about expectations after a few dates.
After some time, expectations appear.
It's good to talk about them.
Simple expectation sentences.
I'm looking for something meaningful.
I want a calm and stable relationship.
I value honesty and communication.
When expectations don't match.
That's part of life.
Respectful responses.
You can say, I respect how you feel.
I understand your perspective.
I need to think about what's best for me. Part 8. Handling silence or distance.
Sometimes communication slows.
This creates anxiety.
Healthy way to address it.
You can ask calmly.
For example, I've noticed we're talking less. How do you feel?
I want to check in and see how things are for you.
Why this is important.
It avoids guessing.
It avoids emotional games.
It shows maturity. Part 9. Accepting when it's time to stop.
Not every connection continues.
And that's okay.
Closing sentences. Dignified.
I'm grateful for our time together.
I wishing well.
This was meaningful for me.
Important message about self-worth.
If something ends, it doesn't reduce your value.
It doesn't mean you failed.
It means the path changed.
Daily practice. English and confidence.
Practice one sentence every day.
Out loud. For example, I communicate clearly and calmly.
Mini vocabulary review.
Connection. Emotional link.
Clarity. Clear communication.
Respect. Treating others well.
Question of the day. Engagement.
Here's today's question.
What helps you feel comfortable after a first date?
Write one simple sentence.
We read all comments.
Final reflection. Good relationships are built with words
And with listening.
and with respect.
And with patience.
Tonight, practice self-respect.
Closing in CTA.
Thank you for learning with us today.
If this lesson helped you, please like, subscribe, and share.
We create English for real adults.
Real life, real conversations.
Both. See you in the next lesson. Bye.